Hey y'all, welcome to AMuse Gemini. It's your girl Ellie. Okay, y'all, so I'm just hopping on. I'm gonna tell y'all this like a little story time. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of about like relationship. You know what I'm saying? Why your girl, single again, back on up. Whoop whoop. All right, y'all. So basically, y'all be careful out here in these streets, baby. So basically, I'm back, like, kind of just doing me because I found out the person that I was dealing with was married. Yeah. And y'all, when I tell you how crazy it's like, I've been knowing this person at least, I would say, like 10 years. And I've never, ever, like, the thought of him being married never crossed my mind. I have never, saw him with his wife. Like, this is some crazy shit, y'all. This is some diabolical shit, bro. But the thing about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just as diabolical, right? So, y'all, I literally thought I, was finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking, boo. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, it's like, I'm putting all my energy to something that, was nothing. Like, y'all, when I tell you, these guys out here on another type of timing, oh my gosh, y'all. And so, this is just my personal little, something I went through. Maybe can help somebody else, but y'all, don't be judging me. Don't be judging me because we all human. You know what I'm saying? And your girl ain't perfect, you know what I'm saying? I be doing some shit sometimes. But at the end of the day, like, when I see, it's not, making me be on a higher level, I will do what I'm supposed to do, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we all be falling a little short of the grace. You feel me? But yeah, y'all. So I think I was debating about doing this video, but I think I got a little triggered today because the nigga gonna stop by my house still playing in my face. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Alright, y'all, so most people that's from down here, they know, the person that I was kind of dealing with, right? But if you don't know, you could just go over there on the Instagram. I made a page. It's called AMuse Prentisship. And so y'all can just go check out, that over there. Because y'all know your girl like to show receipts and stuff like that. I don't be wanting to just tell you. It's a story. You know what I'm saying? It's a story time. So I don't want y'all to be thinking that I'm telling the story. But, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really is. You feel me? So I want to, give y'all some receipts. I'm going to come with the receipts. Because the way this nigga played me was so diabolical, y'all. I was like, bitch, I'm going to get you back. And I told the nigga I was going to get him back. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I let go and I let God, y'all. I'm actually doing that, you know what I'm saying? But in the midst, I feel like I need to get my lick back too. You know how sometimes somebody can fuck off you, you be like, nah, I think I need to get my lick back too on that shit. You feel me? A lot of times I just, pray on shit and let go, let God. I don't really react. But this one, I felt like I needed to react on. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga really wasted my time. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like, it's like, I kept feeling, y'all know I'm spiritual. And I kept feeling like it's something I need to know about this person. It's like, but I couldn't put my hand on it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see it. I didn't know what it was. But I'm like, it's something I need to know about him. You know what I'm saying? That will make me look at him a different way. This is something telling me in my head, right? My intuition. But I couldn't figure it out. The nigga was doing everything right, y'all. Treat me like a whole fucking queen, right? Fuck a queen, princess. Because you know what I'm saying? Treat me like a whole princess, right? You know what I'm saying? Whatever I want. It's very attentive, very, very, just for me, right? So I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to just go because it's a bit much. Because y'all, this is over 10 years. Like, I've known this dude 10 years. Like, at least he been around me for 10 years. And y'all know the last relationship I had was 7 years, and he been gone a little bit after 4 years. A little bit over 4 years, right? But the whole time I was in a relationship, I'm just gonna say PT was around, right? So now, mind you, the last relationship I had, you know what I'm saying, he was a man, you know what I'm saying, and I'm a woman, so I know when I see a man, baby, I know what to do with him. So of course PT was around, but it's like when we go out, he would just be out around us. This is the only man that my partner would let me dance with, because you know my partner used to smoke, so he used to go out and smoke, and he'd be like, hey, just dance with her, whatever, because you know, y'all, everybody know me, know I like to dance. He'd be like, just dance with her, you know, like to keep me company or whatever like that. So cool. So that's the only, like, far as interaction me and PT used to have, other than he used to dance with me on the weekend, just kind of hang out with me and my partner. Now, mind you, y'all know how Facebook do them little remind you shit. If you listen to some of the videos, the nigga in the background, he was always around. But it was never no funny shit, because I never, you know, fucked over my partner, because baby, he was a whole man, you know what I'm saying? So I never looked at PT like that, and then I'm like, oh, he seemed like a cool dude, because you always see him by himself. He dressed well, I could tell he had a little money, and he presented himself well. You know, when I danced, when he wasn't trying to be touchy, he wasn't saying little fucked up shit in my head, like when my nigga leave. He was very respectful. So I'm like, oh, he seemed cool. But it's like, me as a woman, I see you a man. I know you fucking with somebody, but it didn't, you know, it wasn't like, I didn't look at him like that. Because, you know what I'm saying, I had a man. So I just like, oh, he seemed like a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? Down the South, ain't baby, unless you go like South, I guess, they, you know, they're rare. So anyway, I'm like, okay, two men, you know what I'm saying, linked up together. And y'all, this PT was around me and my partner so much, I feel like people probably thought we had some threesome shit going on. That's how much this man was around us, right? And this was the only dude I danced with when my dude used to go to smoke, right? Okay, so boom. So, you know, me and my dude, y'all, we going to the hall, we going to the hideaway. This man been fucking with me ever since the hideaway was here, y'all. Y'all know the hideaway being gone, it burnt down. Hideaway Candyland days. He popping up at the hideaway, he popping at the Candyland. We just chilling, you know what I'm saying, at the hall, right? All these years. So y'all know, so every weekend pretty much I'm seeing this dude, right? He just mingling, doing whatever, dancing with me, dancing, just cool, right? So then, y'all know my friend here got sick and shit like that. We went through that, and then, you know, for a minute we didn't go out, then we came back out, and then, you know, the counselor came back, and, you know, like, he passed, right? But the whole time, PT around, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see him, like, when I stopped going out, when stuff got a little bit bad with the counselor shit, because I was, you know, being a whole woman to my man, you know what I'm saying? That was, like, that man, you know. And y'all, one thing about this, I will say, like, y'all, I always tell y'all, when I met my last relationship, God told me, like, be in this man life, and I'm gonna take care of you. And I did what God told me. And if anybody know, he took very good care of me, right? Me and this man out wearing matching, you know, like, we didn't wear like matching outfits, but we like had the same color, you know, on. You know, we out dancing, having fun. We stayed together, you know what I'm saying? He was very giving toward me. I mean, just man, y'all just don't even understand. But and y'all, when things like when this type of shit, when niggas play with me like this, I get in my feelings a little bit, because I go to thinking about, damn, I really miss him, because how, like, the nigga, even when I found out, I feel like my ex probably did have some shit going on, sort of like with somebody that stayed in Texas, but this was after he passed. I kind of started feeling like that. But I wasn't mad at him, because this man took care of me. I mean, this man was still paying my bills and shit, helping me out, make sure I was straight, and he couldn't work. He was like 4 states counselor, like, you know, y'all don't understand. He was like, whatever, he was like, one of the last conversations we had is like, babe, don't worry about nothing. You don't gotta ask nobody for nothing. Just stick with me, and you're gonna be alright. Right? And to this day, I ain't never said this shit, but you know, this shit did make me a little bit emotional, like finding out how this nigga played with me. It's like, I feel like people might have did shit to speed his death up, and then I feel like it was some foul shit, because if me and him had a whole conversation about certain shit, and then anybody know how he dealt with me, the way shit kind of went, it was a little bit funny, but it's cool though. I pray on it and I let go of that God, you know what I'm saying? But I do get a little triggered sometimes when stuff like this happen, like niggas play with me, right? And then you knew him and you knew me, right? So you knew what I expected or whatever, you know. So my friend passed. So when my friend passed, y'all, I was like, dang, I wanna stay more, like, it's more usual, like, stay with my schedule as much as possible. I don't want to get depressed or nothing like that, right? So I was like, I'm just gonna keep on working, keep on, like, just doing everything like I've been doing. But I took a week from going out. Now, me and my friend used to go out every weekend, you know what I'm saying? But I took a week off from going, weekend out, because I'm like, I just still going through it, right? So the next week I'm like, I'm gonna get out, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to just get depressed. So when I go out, he out, right? So mind you, you know what I'm saying, PT came to the funeral, y'all. Okay, so boom. So I get out, you know what I'm saying, the following weekend, and then, me and him kicking it, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm hanging out with him or whatever, just me and him. And that's cool, because the other niggas ain't gonna be in my face, right? So I'm good with it. So then I say about 2-3 weeks, it probably was like a month or something like that. He was like, Allison, you didn't know that I liked you. I like you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, really? He like, yeah, why you think I used to come to, like, where y'all was? And, you know what I'm saying? Rick used to let me dance with you, and I like you, but you ain't know I liked you back then. I said, no. He was like, well, yeah, I get it. Because I was like, no, I ain't. He was like, you didn't look at me like that. And I said, no. I said, why would I look at you like that when I hit a whole man? Now, if he was a nigga, probably so, because I would look at you like you would be a catch, but I had a man, y'all. Baby Rick was a man. So I'm like, nah, I never looked at you like that, but I thought you was cool or whatever, but I just never looked at you like that. But I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So this man PT started being like, after we leave the club, y'all, he'll be like, can you meet me around the corner? I just want to see you a little bit longer. So I meet him at this spot like 2 or 3 blocks up, right? So he just talking to me, telling me how much he liked me and he been liking me, and he wanna, kind of hang out or just see me more and stuff like that. Give me hugs and stuff like that, and just give me all type of compliments, right? And then I leave. So this was like 3-4 weekends in a row, right? He doing this, right? But I ain't never slept with him. Nothing. Like, I just see him going out, and then like a little bit after, like, I spend like 15-20 minutes like go like a block up and just park, and he just be talking and saying, like, give me all these compliments, gaslight my ass and shit like that, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, I hear you. So then out of nowhere, we going out, you know what I'm saying? Now mind you, when I go out, he get me in, or either pay my way, or he buy my drinks, right? So this girl head came out, you know what I'm saying? And you know how, like, if y'all go to the house, y'all know how some spots, like, when they get new women, you know what I'm saying, all the men be trying to get at them, right? See who can get them first or whatever, especially if they pretty. So it was this girl, she came in, nice looking girl, you know what I'm saying? She was pretty. So next thing I know, he called me like within like a week or two. He was like, you coming out tonight? I'm like, yeah. And he was like, well, I'm just letting you know my friend one of my friends gonna be here, but I'm still gonna get your drinks. You can sit at the table. I said, okay, but me mind y'all, this nigga talking about he like me. I meet him around the corner. You know, he talking about he want to, start dealing with me or whatever, right? So I'm thinking it's probably like somebody he worked with or somebody like that. I'm not literally taking it like this somebody you dealing with when you literally been trying to, like, talk about you like me. So I get there, you know what I'm saying, and y'all know I'm very observant. So he go get my drinks. He come, like, he see me walk through or whatever. He was like, call me when you get here. So he went and got my drinks, and then I set him at the end of the table. I see the girl. It's like, and then like her homegirl, whatever. So I'm like, cool. I done peeped the scene. I'ma just say to let me know, like, oh, this ain't like a friend, like you just like hanging out with. This somebody you effing, right? But mind you, this girl had just started coming out like a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, so he must have saw her and been just like trying to talk to both of us. It's like he was trying to like get at both of us, but she probably gave the ass up a little bit quicker. She did, because I never fuck with him. So I was like, the only thing I said, damn, I'm glad. Y'all know I was still a little bit emotional. That nigga all gaslight me, and I'm like, damn, I'm glad I ain't F with him. Because if I would have F with him and then he just tried to make it seem like it's a friend, boy, that table would have been fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I peeped it. I said, it'll last about 2 weeks, 2 months or something like that. Y'all know I'm very, intuitive like this. So I'm like, I'm giving about 2 months. And I was like, I ain't tripping. But they let me see, like, that was like the first thing, like, damn, this nigga kind of salty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I just went through with the loss of my long-time partner. Then you was in my face. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you like me, give me all these compliments like you want to F me. But then when another pretty girl came along and she gave it up, you kind of like put me on the back burner. But I wasn't tripping about it because I wasn't trying to move like that anyway with nobody. So boom, so they messed around for a couple of months and then it started happening. You could see like, it's like the whole time, y'all, I wouldn't be tripping because it's like he still was like, either he'll come to my job and give me the money to pay my way in and be like, hey, just call me and I just tell him to let you in. You know what I'm saying? And he was still buying my drinks and he'll come give me the money to get my shit, right? So I'm like, shit, I ain't effing the dude, and I knew I could call him if I wanted something. So I'm like, that's you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really tripping. But y'all, I would have been tripping like if I would have did, had sex with him, but I wasn't tripping because I'm like, hey, I ain't did nothing with him. So they fool around or whatever the fuck, and so he get the, like for a minute he got ghost for about 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden he started coming back out. Like he'll pop up in my work. He did this shit for about 2 or 3 months. It's like he'll pop up at my work like, oh, you coming out? I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, I'm gonna get you in. I'm gonna get your drinks. Then it'll be cool for like a week or two, and then it's like he'll like kind of disappear, and then it's like the girl had stopped coming out. So y'all, me and him started being intimate, right? And he was like, no, I don't mess with her no more, that's over with. But he lied about that because I found out he still was messing with her. It was like, you know how the little period where instead of it's like he really wasn't dealing with her, he still was going back and forth for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I found that out later though. But I had told him, I said, it was just certain things let me know like, dude, no, you doing some other shit. So I had said, you know what, I'm gonna just leave you alone because I feel like you doing some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? My intuition was telling me that. He started telling me no. So when I stopped fucking with him for like a month, he gonna come back like, yeah, Allison, you was right, I was still doing this and that, but I'm absolutely through, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the second time you done fucking lied and, you know what I'm saying, played with me. Now because you was going between me and her, and it was just like I could feel that like, nah, something ain't right. So I detached. Once I detached, you know what I'm saying, they went deal with it, and I guess that shit just went on, ran its course. And so, y'all, mind you, between this time, I probably had little friends. I was trying to kick it with little people here like that, whatever the fuck. But anyway, at the end of the day, it came a point where I wasn't doing shit and he wasn't doing shit, right? So we started linking up. Now, mind you, my friend passed in like November of 21. So y'all know that's like about 4 years ago. So I say about a good year and a half, 2, we was kind of, here and there, not really nothing stable. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe 2 or 3 months deal with each other, then not, then, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So this last year, y'all, we been going like it just been me and him, right? Now mind you, I done talked to other people. He done talked to, like, it was the girl that he threw me to the back burner, and then we was kind of kicking out. It was kind of kicking with each other. Then this other girl, you know how females do shit like walk by you and bump you or some shit like that. So it was another girl he had dealt with. I think he dealt with her for like a couple of months. But I had, like it was like that, y'all. And it's like both of us at the same time just wasn't dealing with each other. So this last year, y'all, 2025, it's like, yeah, we really been fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying, right? So keep in mind, this dude ain't never ever been with. He always out single, mingling, doing what he do. He always been around me. You know what I'm saying. Even when my friend passed, we kind of dealt with each other a little bit. But like I said, I felt like he was doing some other shit, so I detached. We kind of, go our ways and then come back. But this time it was different because it's like, okay, cool. We both ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying. We know each other, being around each other. You know what I'm saying. Okay. So we hanging out. He studied, y'all. He like, oh, Allison, I really like you. You know what I'm saying? And we hanging out, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all, we back to hanging out Fridays and Saturday nights, right? So, Friday he might come over either Saturday, you know what I'm saying, after the club, right? So, boom. So Friday or Saturday with enough things. He said, Allison, you know what I'm saying? Why can't I come over like Friday and Saturday night? Boom. So he started coming over Friday and Saturday night, right? So mind you, you know what I'm saying, we talking on the phone, we going to eat, doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? He, helped me out with shit. Whenever I need him, he there. You know what I'm saying? Like, very respectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, he treat me well. So I'm like, okay, if you want to spend a little more time, cool. So then it went from Friday night. Now keep in mind, y'all, he work a lot, I work a lot, right? So I'm just letting y'all know, like, this nigga was really dating me. But like I said, no, like, not only did he was dating me, like, he done had little spats with other females, right? I ain't never seen him bring nobody. The only female in the whole 10 years I known this dude that I saw, like, in his truck, like, I could say he really was, like, on the date with, was the yellow chick that he had, the yellow chick that he ended up, like, throwing me to the back burner for, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, that shit lasted a couple of months. And last time I heard, she done hit a whole nother baby, moved on. But like I said, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Because she, when you find out certain shit, it is what it is. So boom. So me and him, Friday, Saturday night, right? So then my off day during the week was Wednesday. So he started saying, well, can I come over on Wednesdays, or can we start doing stuff on Wednesdays? I said, no, you ain't finna like just be hanging around me like that, but we can go do stuff, then, cause you just not finna be like, oh, Wednesday I'm finna come. Nah, I don't, please, baby, you finna take me somewhere, do something, right? So on Wednesdays, y'all, either we gonna go eat or we gonna go watch we gonna go eat or go to a movie, or either we do both. You know what I'm saying? This is my off day. Now mind you, he probably gonna get out 4-5, go home, bath, and then he come pick me up about 6:37. You know what I'm saying? Now we doing Friday night, Saturday, because y'all know I work all day Fridays, basically. So Friday night, Saturday night, and then we doing Wednesdays when he get off. We gonna go eat or catch a movie. We gonna do both. But then whenever we come back to my house, he gonna stay at my house about 12, 1 o'clock, right? Cool. So then he said it like, oh, I want to spend more time with you. I really like you. I really care about you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Just all this buying me gifts, money, like spending all this time, like just being very attentive to me. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He studied like real hard on it. Why you won't like me like I like you? I really care about you. I wish you like me like I like you. I like what we doing. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So something kept telling me this cool. I feel it's working for me, but something just don't seem right. It's something I need to know. But y'all, I couldn't put my hand, because it's like I can't see nothing, right? I'm like, he always available, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen him with nobody. Ain't nobody came and clowned us other than that one time when he called, with one of them times when we was into it, and he called himself going and mingling with somebody, and then the girl found out, like, I guess me and him was back cool, and she did that little stunt, you know what I'm saying, in the club, y'all. But that's the only time in the 10 years that then some shit like that done happen. But like I said, when you keep doing shit, your shit finna, eventually you gon', you know what I'm saying, you gonna get that karma. So that probably was kind of part of the beginning of his karma. Okay, so boom. So we still kicking and doing all this shit. So then he just really, I'm talking about heavy on it. I love you, I care about y'all. I really want us to, I really like what we doing. So in my mind, I'm like, you do know, like, people usually give people titles and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out why he ain't gave us a title. He was like, oh, Allison, we just doing what we doing, seeing where it's go. But I love it. I love spending time with you. I love you so much. I care about you so much. I really want you to feel like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not sure you feel like I feel. You know, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, I'm steady like, damn, y'all know bitch done been through some shit. So I'm like, nah, these niggas be on some other shit. And then I was thinking, this is kind of too good to be true. So my guard was up. So then I was like, maybe my guard up because of the niggas I done fuck with. So I started being like, even though my intuition was telling me it was something I couldn't see, it something like, maybe I'm tripping, y'all. So I was like, damn, this nigga, I mean, he on point, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about buying me shit, taking me places, giving me money, spending time with me. Like, whenever I call him, if he can't answer the phone, he call me back. Like, you know, texting me, checking on me, just everything, y'all. So in my mind, I'm like, girl, you deserve it. Like, y'all been knowing each other, y'all get each other, y'all have fun together. So I let my motherfucking guard down, y'all. I said, cool, I'm gonna give him a chance. So I said, I'm gonna let my guard down. I'm gonna just see if he keep doing what he supposed to do. So when I did that, y'all, I'm like, he was like, oh, let's start spending. We need to spend more time with each other. More. Now this him. We need to spend more time with each other. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, we went from Friday to Friday, Saturday, with Friday night or Saturday night to Friday night, Saturday night on my off day Wednesdays, right? So then he started being like, wanting to come Saturday in the daytime and then Sunday in the daytime. Mind you, the other days I work all day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm spending all my time with this dude, right? And I'm like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel it, you know what I'm saying? So I done let my guard down. I done started liking him, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, okay, I think this could be the one, you know what I'm saying? I want this man for myself, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, I really like him. I love, you know, spending time with him. I feel it's for him, right? Y'all. So, mind you, like, when we do stuff, we always come to my house because it's like, to be honest, I ain't never knew what he said. Because, like I said, the last year, y'all, that's when we really started fucking with each other, like, on the strong. And so, and that's when he started, like, coming to my house, right? So, it's like, we was, like, just talking. I said, you know what? I don't even know what you said. I ain't never been to your house. I said, And so, y'all, that conversation just, like, it opened Pandora's box. So, he was, like, quiet. And so, I was like, why ain't never been to your house? He was like, you know, he was like, I ain't never said you couldn't come to my house or whatever. So, boom. So, yeah, I'm like, well, when can I come to your house? You know what I'm saying? You come to my house, so I just want to know what you said. He was real, like, you know, he tried to change the subject or wouldn't give me a date or whatever. So, I'm, like, thinking it's weird. So, now it's on my mind, like, dang, why it was kind of like he was trying to avoid it. So, I'm thinking, like, do the nigga think that, like, his house too good for me to come over with some shit? Because I'm like, what's the issue? So we had gotten to it a couple of times about him not giving me a day to let me come over the house or whatever. And y'all know I'm not the type, baby. That shit, I did that cutting ties, busting windows, staking out shit when in my 20s. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, if y'all, I'm at the point, if I need to know something, I just pray about it and wait for God to give me the answer. I know all that going through your phone, staking out, riding by, whatever. But for some reason, it was just heavy on my mind. I just felt like the nigga was doing something. I felt like somebody was at his house, y'all. And so I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm calling my sister. I'm like, girl, I don't know why. I just feel like this nigga doing some other shit. It's like, it's not that, it's just a feeling that I was getting. So she was like, girl, Google where he stayed or whatever. So girl, I Googled it. Y'all, I Googled it. And I'm like, I'm finna go ride out there. And I'm like, if I see a car or something like that, I'm gonna go knock on the door and see what's going on. I ride out there, y'all. I don't see nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just me, you know, because I done got feelings for him or whatever like that. And I was just, you know, something just telling me he was doing something. So I'm like, dang, baby, I'm just tripping. So now I know where the nigga stay, but I ain't told him I know where he stay. And I'm like, that was the only time I had did that, y'all, right? So, we didn't get, you know, we having this little conversation. I'm like, give me a date. I'm like, well, if you can't give me a date, then you don't need to come on my house if I can't come on your house. I'm like, I don't not understand it. So I'm like, do somebody stay with you? He like, no. I said, is it your house? He was like, what you mean? Of course it's my house. I said, well, why you don't want me to come over your house? I said, do somebody stay with you? No, don't nobody stay with me. So I really can't understand why he don't want me to come on his house other than, like, do you think your house is so much better than mine why I can't come, right? So we had gotten to the point where I was like, I need a date. If you can't give me a date to come to your house, I don't want to do nothing no more. So y'all, I pressed him. He gave me a date. It was supposed to be October the 17th, 2025, y'all. October the 8th, 2025. That's when I found out he was married, y'all. Not him telling me. I kind of guessed it. I figured he finally told me the truth, y'all. After I had been asking him. So, mind you, I'm spending all this time and shit. We still dealing with each other, but like October the 8th, and so like we had got into it, y'all. And he had told me that he had messed with his ex, right? So I knew he had been married twice. So I was like, what's her name? Because the woman married, so I was like gonna tell her husband, right? Because I'm like, this bitch know me and you dealing with each other, so I'm finna snitch on her. And so I had called him and asked him the woman name, and he wouldn't give it to him. But I remember the picture. He showed me the woman picture, because I remember him telling me one time, because see, me and him was off and on for a minute, y'all. But that's because he was entertaining other shit, and I felt it, and I detached. And then I guess when the shit fell, you know, whatever they're doing, he'll come back. So I remember him one night after we left the club, we was into it, and he was like, talking about, oh, Els, I miss you, you know, and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, whatever. And so he was like, yeah, you know how exes be coming back and you just don't know. Y'all, he was talking about the ex-wife. This was probably like a year or so ago, right? Before like the year that this last year. So he had showed me a picture of it. He was like, you know, she ain't really all that, but you know how. So it was like basically he telling me he was kind of the one was trying to get at him, right? This woman married, y'all, but I didn't know that she was remarried, but she married. I found out like this year. So basically, I feel like what he was doing, because he talking about, y'all keep up with me. He talking about it's like, keep in mind, I never still knew that he was married. He's still single, nothing like that. So I'm thinking, oh, he over here messing with the ex-wife and me. You know what I'm saying? Going between us. This one of the women he dealing with. So he was doing it, y'all, but it was like sporadic. I don't think it was like every week. It was probably like once a month, every 3 months, something like that. Maybe when the woman needed something, whatever, she come through, whatever. But that's what they were doing, right? So I peeped it, and I had, you know, detached, right? So then, y'all know, I'm gonna just say like this, I know my body. I know when a nigga doing some other shit. So I'm like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna play like that. So long story short, he was like, yeah, I had cheated. I had did this with my ex. So I couldn't remember her name, because I'm like, I'm gonna Google and I'm gonna tell her husband. I ain't tell him I was gonna do that, but that's why I want her name. He wouldn't give me the woman name. Y'all, I Googled the marriage license, bitch. When I Googled the marriage license, 2 pulled up. It wasn't the 2 that I knew he was married to his daughter's mama, and I knew he was married to this woman that he had showed me the picture. Like, this would have been like 2 years ago, right? So this is who I'm looking for. She pull up in another one. We gonna call her Big T. So I'm like, who is BT? Nobody. I don't know. What you talking about? I said, who is BT? I pulled up the license, and another one pulled up for 2017, I think 2016. I don't know. He was like, oh, that ain't nobody. He was like, oh, I'm divorced. I was like, why you didn't say that? You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, that ain't. It was like the way he was saying it was like, it gave me the impression that it's like he had got married, but it didn't last a long time, so he had divorced, so it wasn't really no big deal, right? So y'all, I'm like, I done asked this nigga about 10 different times, like, are you married? You know what I'm saying? What, like, you know, who is this BT? And he like, oh, there was somebody that I had, you know, met back in the day, but it didn't work out. I am divorced. I said, I'm telling you right now, because I already just found out you've been messing with your ex. I said, are you married? And he said, no, I'm divorced. I am not married. Right? So I left it alone, y'all. But I did call his ex-wife husband and tell him what she had been doing, right? And that was that. Okay, so boom. So the girl, like I had left it alone. So it was like 2 weeks later, y'all. So I'm thinking I'm just thinking he just didn't want to tell me that he had been married 3 times, you know, because that's kind of embarrassing, I guess, to him. Well, so I'm thinking he's single, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, why the BT and your people had popped up on my Facebook. I ain't been searching nobody and nothing like that. Mind y'all, the way that I pulled up her name was me looking for the ex-wife. So I pulled up 2. So I was like, hell no, something ain't right. Number God. That's why I say, y'all, I pray on shit and I let God tell me. He gonna let you know every time when you posting. You ain't gotta go through no phones, run up behind them niggas, and I pray on it and let go and let God, right? Especially when you are a child of God, right? So boom. So I'm like, hell no. So I call him. I'm like, do you know BT? He said yes. I said, were y'all married? He said yes. I said, did y'all get a divorce? He said no. Bitch, when that nigga said no, my heart like just stopped. I was like, the fuck? I couldn't even say nothing. I was like, it's like everything I thought that we was gonna be doing just flashed. Like, bitch, it like went blank. Like, bruh, I was hurt, bro. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I shed a couple of tears. I cried about 7 minutes, you know. It wasn't a hot 10, but I cried. That shit hurt my heart, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I got feelings for this dude. What the fuck? I asked this nigga over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, why the fuck would you do me like that? I ain't been nothing but like love and caring. Like, why would you do me like that? So boom, y'all. He's like, okay, I'm gonna call you, you know, later. So he was at work. So he come over, you know, a nigga gonna try to explain. I been trying to get a divorce. I didn't know how to tell you, but I tried to tell you. Bitch, what you mean? All you gotta do is say it. Then I'm like, you had 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So of course y'all got feelings now. I'm like, and then he like, well, I'm gonna get a divorce. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we played that little thing. So, y'all, basically, I gave him a little chance to see, you know, a little time to see if he really was going to get a divorce. And I really figured out, you know, no, he was just going to keep it. He just was just trying to find ways to keep what he had going on. Keep me being a side bitch. I'm 45 years old. The fuck? So, y'all had picked him. I was like, you know what? You don't have to even get it. I said, after about, you know, like, at first I was like, you know, the first one, I'm like, this nigga ain't did shit. You know, I'm getting impatient now because I'm like, nigga, you done played with me and I feel like you still playing with me. So now I'm getting impatient because I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, everything I thought that it just gone, right? So, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because he's like, no, I really, he was basically saying his marriage is trash. And I'm pretty sure something is going on because the nigga was always up my ass, right? This point blank period. If he ain't at work, he pretty much on my ass, right? So I'm like, at the end of the day, you not making no move to do that, so it can't be that bad. You know what I'm saying? And you know how I just pay attention, y'all know I'm just gonna say me. I paid attention to how the nigga was moving. He wasn't making no movement. He was lying still about shit. And then the girl, the kidding thing about it, the wife is younger than me. How the fuck you married to somebody younger than me and y'all not? Come on, bro. Like, you cheating with an older. Make that shit make sense. So I ain't gonna out all the nigga business like that, but he better not piss me the fuck off because I will. You know what I'm saying? Because I just wanted to get my lick back for us, like letting women know, informing them that PT is married. And no, I did not know. I did find out October the 8th, 2025. And I did. Today is, what's today, y'all? Because today the nigga popped up on my house because I had blocked him after I said, well, you know, you don't got to get no divorce. Just let me, I said, do you just want to be married and just mess with me on the side? Just let me know. I'm just saying, I just want to know. I ain't going to get mad and nothing. I just want to know. I just need to know. You know, this nigga said yes, y'all. When that nigga said yes, I blocked his ass. He was on do not answer, like, for us, like, we had started texting because, like, it was like a month after I had found out, I told him to, like, he was talking about all her shit, like, a lot of her shit was in the storage at his house. So I said, well, get a storage unit and move us up out the storage room and put it in the storage room so I can know you really is serious. And I said, how long you need to do that? So he had needed 2 weeks, y'all. I gave him the 2 weeks. The 2 weeks came up, he didn't do it, right? Okay, cool. So then he went to trying to make excuses. Well, she not gonna leave. She won't leave. So I was talking to my sister, because that's my best friend. So I'm just telling her about the shit. She like, it's not for the girl to do nothing, the wife to do nothing. And I say that like that because this is another thing I'm hitting on. Because y'all out here letting y'all married men be out here like singles fuck. Because bitch, I'm going to show you these receipts. This man was dating me. I ain't talking about fucking with me on the side dating me. We out in public everywhere. So boom. So, my sister like, it's not for her, that's for him. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got, that's for him to do. So boom, I'm like, yeah, you right. So he go talk about, oh, she not gonna leave. So then I was like, okay, but you know how to get somebody out your house, and even if you gotta do paperwork, cause y'all standing and say, that's another thing. He lied to me and said like they stay off and on together when the whole time. Not only is he married, like they stay together, like they married, y'all. It ain't like separate. They married in the same house. That's why I couldn't come to the house, y'all. But okay, so boom. So he went to talk about she ain't gonna leave. I said that I don't want to hear that shit. That's like excuses, right? Then he went to talk about he need to detach from the kids. Girl, I'm so done. You know what I'm saying, baby? So now I'm seeing you trying to like. It's like I said, you lying to me about stuff to stay married. You're not lying to not hurt my feelings or what. And then I said at the end of the day, it seemed like the only person feelings. Cause I said, well, I'm just gonna tell her. He said, no, don't do that. I don't want her to know about you. I said, why not? I mean, we sharing. I said, it's not no way she don't know that you. It's no way your wife don't know that you doing some other shit. She probably don't know who you doing it with, but she know you gone too much. Like. It's no way she don't know. So I said, I just want us all to know what's going on so we can just have like an open relationship, y'all. No, I don't want that. I don't want her to know. I'm going to get a divorce. You ain't doing that though. So cool. So then, now mind you, I'm kind of like just picking the nigga brain when I'm saying this shit. Because I already told him when I found out he was married, I said, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm not finna be still dealing with you 3 months, 6 months, 7, a year, and we still doing this. Nah, you done had 10 years. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was cool, and then I had started getting a little mad when I was to think about how he played with me, right? So I'm like, nah, I'm giving ultimatums. You're not gonna make me rush me to do this and that. What? Okay, cool. So then, y'all, when the last time when I asked him about that, do you just want to be married and dismiss me on the side? The nigga said, yeah. It was almost like, finally you agreeing. Girl, I blocked that nigga. I took him off do not answer because we was like, when he didn't get the storage room, I put him on do not answer. I was like, I just text. If you want to talk about something, just text me, call you, and I'll call you. But I don't want you to call me. Like, you're not going to have unlimited access to me anymore if I can't have unlimited access to you. Yeah, I did that shit, right? So boom, keep in mind, y'all, I got feelings for this nigga, real feelings for this nigga, right? So you can't just detach like that. So I'm like, boom. And then I'm really thinking that he gonna do what he say he gonna do, because I'm like, dang, we really been fucking with each other, right? So boom, y'all. So I'm peeping game. So I finally realized, y'all, today is February. Y'all see it, I'm finna show y'all. So I like to show receipts. Today, damn, one more. Today is, y'all see, February the 4th, right? 2026. So when it's October, November, December, January, February. So in a couple of days it'll be 4 months. The nigga ain't did shit, right? Boom. So I pretty much know he, then after he had told me that, he was just keeping it going along. That's why I told him to get his ass back, right? That's why I'm going to let everybody know. I said, you'll never do that shit to nobody else. You know what I'm saying? You want to be out here single and shit like that. And the thing about it, y'all, I never would have knew about BT that he was married to right now. Where eventually probably when I probably would have ended up popping up at his house. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, it's like with that day that I had rolled by his house, if I would have saw another vehicle, I would have got out and knocked on his door, not knowing he married. I don't know, this bitch could have shot me anything, you know what I'm saying? niggas don't care. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn, you can't care about me, put me, you know what I'm saying? And then you really don't give a fuck about her. So boom, y'all. So he don't care about nobody but himself. That's why I don't care now. That's why I told bitch, I don't care if you the bitch take you for. I'm sorry. I don't care if people take you, if your wife take you for anything, everything, because you really fucking played with me like that. You know what I'm saying? You really wasted my time, and I feel like you stole my time. You dealt with me like not on the upright, so you really was manipulative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really feel like you played me, you know what I'm saying? And why would you do me like that when you been knowing me? So boom. So we just at the point like where it's like I told him, and so like today when he came over, it triggered me a little bit, y'all, because I had told him don't pop up at my house and shit like that, because I can't come to your house. He was like, oh, Alzin, I know you told me don't come over your house, but you know you ain't been answering my texts or whatever. You blocked. That mean I don't get shit. I was getting the text, but when you like confirm what my intuition was already telling me, I blocked his ass. I'm like, I'm literally not gonna call him unless I want something. I don't got no reason. I'm not going on no more dates. You can't come over, you know, just to chill, like none of that. Like the only interaction I would have with him is money. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing else. I don't want to hear about your work day. I don't want to hear about like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he like, oh, I had to go to the doctor. I'm not feeling good. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't give a fuck in my mind. Like, so I just got it because I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, are you done with me? I said, I'll call you, you know what I'm saying, when I need some. He said, well, you said you was going to call me Wednesday, because that was like last Thursday, whatever, when I had blocked his ass. You said you was going to call me Wednesday. And then, y'all, today when Wednesday came, I still was like, I think the more sometimes I think about it, I get irritated about it, and I was like, fuck him, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't calling. He's still on block. But anyway, y'all, this part of my little, you know, I told the nigga I was going to get him in, yeah. And it ain't even that I'm doing that wrong. It's just the fact that you let people choose. You don't do that. And I'm like, this nigga dealt with me for years, y'all. And when I tell y'all, everybody down here know, like, me and this nigga out and about in public. This ain't no here and there. I'm talking about all my free time. Y'all, I fucking wanted this man for my husband. Do y'all not understand that? That part. I went from years of not giving him my feelings because it was just my intuition was saying something ain't right, something ain't right. I fucking was like, man, girl, you probably tripping. This man treat you like a whole fucking princess. You know what I'm saying? So then I fucking was like, okay, cool. I dropped it. You know, I didn't follow I couldn't see it. Gave the nigga my feelings. It was like time I gave him my feelings, all hell broke loose. But God wanted it to happen like that, because he had been doing it so long. Instead of him detaching from that fucked up ass toxic relationship that he said he had, instead of doing what he needed to heal and treat people right, he just kept bringing other people to that bullshit, playing with other people, using their body, you know what I'm saying, wasting their time, playing mind games, being manipulative and shit like that. You can't do that with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, when I found that shit, I was like, God, why would you let him, like, dang, why would you let me get hurt like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, all them years, I kept my feelings because you kept telling, it's like the intuition was telling me somehow, but then I had second guessed myself, and that was years, and then it's like time I literally get this dude my feelings, the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But it was, he didn't do what he was supposed to do, and I'm pretty sure a guy here was telling him to do certain shit, and he didn't do it, and so this is kind of part of his karma too, you know what I'm saying? But PT is married. He's been married since 2016, 2017. And if y'all know how me and this man been rolling. You feel me? If you in the Twin Cities, you know how me and this man been rolling. I just found out October the 8th, 2025. And y'all, when I tell y'all I wrote that shit hurt me. It did hurt me, y'all. But it's almost like y'all know when you used to dealing with niggas that do fuck shit, you always have it in the mind, in the back of your mind, like, you know, a nigga, it could really be too good to be true, and it was, y'all. But I had wrote it on the fucking, I'm gonna show y'all these receipts, and then I'm gonna get out. But I had wrote it, let me show y'all I had wrote it on the calendar. Where is the calendar at? Jeez, I had it. I don't know what I did with it. Y'all okay? Oh. Yeah, here it is, y'all. So I had, when I found out about it, I had wrote it on the calendar to remind myself. And then also to give my time to be like, make sure you don't just get stuck in this, right? Because, you know, when you get fit of somebody, you can get stuck in it. Y'all see this? This is the calendar. The 8th. That's when I found out about it. So, this is a reminder for me to be like, make him stand on business. He said that he love you, he care about you, he gonna get a divorce, make him stand on business. And he didn't do that, right? But, like I said, this man was actively trying to get me to have emotions, feelings be attached to him. And I said, why the fuck would you be trying to make me get feelings for you, and you knew you was married, and you knew you couldn't give me what I wanted? I kept saying, Prentice, I want my own man. I want my own man. I want my own man. I kept saying that shit, right? I said, I feel like I'm wasting my time. You ain't waste your time. We just seeing where it's going. You know what I'm saying? I said, it seems like it ain't going nowhere. Is it not going anywhere? No, it's going somewhere. You know, just, you know. Then he went to, I was trying to tell you, I thought I was going to be divorced by the time. Just a lot of lies, y'all. I'm talking about when somebody got to tell you I'm really a good person, you know they ain't shit. You feel me? And yes, did he treat me very well? Yes. That's why I think when I found out about him being married, I just didn't go off. Because it's like, dang, he wouldn't like he would treat me bad. Like, he treated me very good. So it's like, I couldn't really get, it was like I was mad about him lying, but then he was still like, but I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna get a divorce. Which that was just, no, he was just buying time to figure out how he could keep the shit going on. I told him, bitch, no. So now I have detached and I've lost all my feelings. He would never ever get those feelings again, because like I said, and then he had not, those are just some of the major things, but even in the process, he had been doing other little stuff that would be like, oh my God, it was just like a lot of stop and go. I'm like, baby, you are like in your 60s. I'm in my 40s. Come on now. We should know how to treat each other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, I had made me a hymn bucket, right? So this is like a little bucket that y'all actually thought I was going to, you know, this was going to be a bucket I was going to share with y'all to just show like our dating experience. And then, you know, because I thought that, you know, we was going somewhere. So I actually made like a hymn bucket. I don't know if y'all can see it a little bit, but it's, y'all see what it say. It say 1/1/2025, right? To 10/8/2025, and that's the date I found out. So these are like all the dates that we had went on. Mind you, most of these dates are like pretty much on Wednesdays, y'all, right? So y'all know I told y'all we went on dates on Wednesdays. Either we go eat or we watch, we'll go to a movie. And like when we go eat, y'all, I always keep like a napkin, or like the, you know how they do the little napkin things, or you know, like the little coasters, or like a fork, you know, like a reminder, you know, because I really thought we was making memories. And I actually, to be honest with y'all, this was actually going to be like one of my gifts. Y'all know I'm creative, so I was like, this was going to be like a gift where I was going to do something with these just to be like memories of us or whatever. Like literally, this is what this was like I was doing it for. But you know, hey, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you can have intention to do stuff with things, but then it turned to something else. So instead of this being a memory, you know, these memories of us and us growing and stuff, you know, this is like a memory of like the gaslighting and the like deceit that he was, you know, because you literally dated me knowing that you're married. So yeah, y'all, you know, and then like I would like write what we had and shit like that. But like this was like from Red Lobster. This was this was June 25th 2025. Like all these dates really gonna be like on Wednesdays. Like I said, that was my off day. Either we gonna go eat, watch a movie, or both. So like, you know, y'all, this is Red Lobster. You know what I'm saying? On 8/13/2025, we went to El Paso, the Mexican restaurant. And then we had went to the Dollar Tree, my favorite store, because we went and got some incense, some tablecloths for the hall, and then we got some spray bottles for my we went to looking for the spray bottles. We didn't end up getting them for my air fresheners, y'all. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, I always write what we did. And y'all, this is like for my birthday, you know what I'm saying? This is like some of the flowers that he gave me. Y'all know I had like a lot of flowers, you know what I'm saying? This is some of the flowers. And it says May 21st, 2025, birthday, Wednesday. We went to Doe's and I ate red lobster and fish. And then we went downtown, and y'all know I posted pictures downtown. He took the pictures. And the pictures that I took pictures by myself and posted them. And then we took pictures and I posted them on the AMuse Prentisship, y'all. So everything I'm telling you, like when I say dating, I'm talking about do y'all see this? Dating. These are dates. And then like with the movies, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all some of the movies we went. So I'm just telling y'all dating. And if you just Google the dates, which you can see this it's on Wednesdays. We went and sang one of them days, and I always take both our tickets when we go. It was memories. It was something. Yeah, I always think ahead of time. I like to give thoughtful gifts. This was supposed to be a gift of him from me to show him. I was gonna do it in a creative way to show him like I appreciate the memories. I enjoy him. I care for him. I like spending time. I like doing this. Y'all see it? Me and his ticket. We got plenty of these. This is another ticket stub. This was on July 30th, 2025. I know what you did last summer. And then so we not only did we go to see a movie, we went to Mohawk. Because this is from Mohawk, the little sugar thing. So we did both this day. Y'all see 2 tickets. My ticket and his ticket. You feel me? So when I tell you just dating, this is like 7/23/25. We went to the boat. And we went and ate at the little thing. I had a Philly cheesesteak and he had some wings. We went to Ameristar. 7/23/25. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? This was supposed to be memories that we shared. Like I was gonna do a gift, you know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying. But it turned into some bullshit, right? This was the TK Soul thing that they had at the hall. Of course, he got my tickets. This right here is like Horse Eye on February 26, 2025. And y'all, you gonna always say 2 tickets. I have so like I said. This ain't just to show y'all like. So then y'all know I said that's from January to October, right? So October, when I found out about it, I had started like separating stuff, right? Cause I'm like, you still date me, talking about you're gonna get the divorce, blah blah blah, like that lying. So these are all the dates we been going on, right, for the rest of the year, right? Wednesdays. I'm going to just show y'all a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? We went and walk, let's see, Saturday. Oh, walk in the rain. Oh, that's that night I had got mad at him and I had left the hall. Because we went to Denny's. Oh, yeah, okay. And I got mad. I walked home from the hall, y'all. I got mad. That was October the 24th. The 2025, and I got mad at him. Y'all see this? I got mad at him because it was like this nigga acting like everything cool, and I'm like, what the fuck? So y'all know. So this is like maybe 2 weeks after I found out. Yeah, but we did go to Denny's, y'all, and then we went to the hall. We went and saw The Conjuring on October the 29th, 2025. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying we still doing shit regularly, you know what I'm saying? This is another 2 movie tickets right here. What was this? The Running Man, December the 3rd, 2025. I don't gotta lie. I'm talking about this man was dating me. Dating me. Every Wednesday. Every fucking Wednesday I have a receipt for something from January the 1st through now. Do you hear me? Now today we didn't do shit. Like I said, he popped over here and it triggered me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't know, it just pissed me off. So, so far this year, y'all know it's February. This the first, February the 4th. So far, you know, because we've been kind of, you know what I'm saying, iffy. The only thing we did was on January the 14th, we went and saw Primates. And then on January the 7th, we went to dinner at Walk-Ins. So that's kind of like, we ain't really did too much other, y'all. I've been kind of like, I hadn't even really been going to the hall. And even just to show y'all, like, when we get into it, like, he literally would, like, beg. You know what I'm saying? We got into it, y'all, because he just do dumb shit. These are little letters he wrote. He leaving them on my door, y'all. To show y'all, this man was really dating me. The wife, I ain't never in my life, I never saw her around, never knew nothing, never even thought the man was married. I even thought he was gay for me. I said, maybe he bisexual or some shit. Then because I was trying to figure out why he don't want me to come to his house. Then my sister was like, well, maybe he deal with somebody in the neighborhood, and maybe, you know, if they see your car, you know what I'm saying. Never thought about no marriage. This say, I'm asking you to please unblock me. I apologize for upsetting you. Please give me another chance. Please give me another chance. This is the type of shit, but you married. You going on my motherfucking door and shit. Feel me? He was putting these notes. I forgot what he did, but it pissed me off so bad. What day I dated these things? But it's like, Allison, do you think I would be giving you, and I ain't gonna even say how much money, dollars a month, if I was serious about you? Please, I am, or please calm down. Now I ain't gonna say the amount, but he wrote it on here. I got the note. If you can see it, you can see it. But yeah, I'm talking about money was good. Gifts good. You know, very attentive. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, yeah, you probably is gonna, you know, do the upright thing. But no, he was just playing. It says, please, Allison, give me another chance. Unblock me. Now, y'all, I gotta look at the date, because I know I had wrote the date, because baby, he was, some of the notes I threw away, did some on myself. I said, he keep putting all these goddamn notes on my door. Okay, so this is from 8/30/25. So what is that? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Well, it's August, the end of August, we had gotten to it again. Y'all, we stayed back and forth. But like I said, he kept doing dumb ass shit. I'm a sucker for love. You don't have to sleep with me. I love you. Please, please, please. I ain't lying to y'all. And I kept the motherfucking receipt. This one. So that was 8/30/25. This is 8/31/25. He was putting these little notes and shit all on my fucking house door, my car door. I forgot what it was, but every time it was like something he was doing, like far as with another woman, like doing something like buying a bitch drinks or some shit, or like, you know, shit that you know you shouldn't be doing if you fucking with somebody, right? And then the fact that you doing this shit. Now this was before I found out, because this was in August. So this was shit. This is the type of shit, like I said, y'all, we was kind of back and forth with shit like that. We'd get into it for 2 or 3 days and get back, but we was really dealing with each other hard. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, because people, oh, you like, nah, bitch, I'm telling you, this nigga was dating me. So y'all, keep in mind, that's just Monday. I mean, that's just Wednesday type shit, right? That's just Wednesday type shit. That's not including the Fridays and Saturday night date nights, right? But the Friday and Saturday date nights are on the AMuse Prentisship. You feel me? Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. You feel me? We working Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday all day. Come on now. I'm spending all my time. You dating me. Of course I'm going to have feelings for you. Of course I can't just detach like that. But once I was like, cause y'all know I'm a squirrel, I'm like, dang, this nigga really, it's almost like it hit me like, dang, this nigga really been playing with me the whole time, just manipulating me, using me for him. He don't care about me and he don't care about her. So I don't care about you. So if I was baby girl, I'd take him for shit. It is like, baby. You know how they say God's rejection is your protection. The more I started talking to him and his thought process, I'm good. Thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga ain't nowhere near who I thought he was, right? And the way this dude manipulated me and played with me, y'all, it was so diabolical, right? But at the end of the day, I said, I'm just as more diabolical than you, because at the end of the day, see, he was trying to control everything. You know what I'm saying? Keep me on the side, like using me to like help you get through your toxic relationship. You know what I'm saying? Then I said, nigga, how would I look like you give me temporary stability? Which I mean, providing well, but at the end of the day, you giving her overall stability. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to will this to my daughter. I'm going to will this. No, you can't. No, you're not. You're married. Stop playing me like I'm dumb. And then I started thinking, if that's how you think, well, hell, you might try to do me like that. I'm not finna stay with those nigga no 5, 10, 20 years, and I'm doing my wifely duties, and then you decide, oh, well, I'm going to give this to my daughter. I'm going to give this to my brother. You not going to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, I don't know if yeah, I'm good. But yeah, I would have, like, y'all, I really thought that I was kind of finna be settled, and like I'm telling y'all, I really enjoyed the time that I was spending with him, but it was always like something kept saying like, I don't know. And it's like time I gave my feelings, it's like, what the fuck? Like, this shit can't be true, you know what I'm saying? And then because he had treated me so well, I was like, well, he probably do get a divorce. But see, now all he's gonna do is keep it going. And he the type of nigga like, oh, I'll buy you this, or I'll give you this money to try to keep you, like, buy you to keep you going with dumb shit, right? But yeah, y'all, but no, PT is definitely married. You know what I'm saying? He is not divorced. And if I was you, if you deal with him, like, you know. So some women would be okay with it. Like, some of y'all would be like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? But see, that type of man, they be wanting control. Well, I don't want, it's like, you this nigga asked me, like, how much money I gotta give you so you won't deal with nobody else. Bitch, I don't move like, I'm not one of them. No, if you got a bitch, I can have a nigga on the side. You feel me what I'm saying? And I don't mean to just say it like that, but y'all get what I said in general. If you dealing with a man, you got somebody, why? I don't know. That's very manipulative, controlling, you know what I'm saying? Very arrogant, egotistically, you know, stroke your ego. I got 2 women and no, I don't play that shit. But yeah, like, but yeah, you know, you don't choose that for somebody and then actively try to get them to have feelings for you. So when they find out or you tell them about it, they be so emotionally attached to you that they'll just go along with the bullshit, right? And that's what he was trying to do. But I'm smarter than that. And I'm like, the nigga should have known that. But yeah, I definitely had got like some strong feelings for this man. I really, really wanted to be with this man. I really enjoyed the time. I really wanted us to grow. So yeah, it did hurt me, you know what I'm saying? And y'all, I'm gonna tell you, like, I don't try to think on it too deep, because I will probably get emotional when I think about, dang, he really just played with me like that. You know, like it was all a lie, all for his selfish reasons, like to get what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, y'all, I had asked him a question, and it was like, it just let me know, nigga, you don't care about me. You don't care about her. You just care about yourself. It gave me clarity. Like, damn. And so, like I said, I ain't gonna out his business, but you know, these men know they be having certain issues going on. And me, I know everybody ain't gonna be as patient as me. And when you get out there moving around, everybody ain't gonna be so like, I'm just gonna let y'all know like he is married. You know what I'm saying? Google it. He does have a wife that stays with him. You know, I ain't gonna just put their business out, but let him tell it it's the worst thing in the world. He hate going home. he hates it there, but yet you're lying to me, someone that, if y'all know how we interact, why would you lie to me, and then continue to choose to stay in it? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, I could never see myself getting any more feelings for him like that. And not just for, like for him like that. But in general, like, I'm not scoring like, oh my gosh, all the men are terrible. Like, no, it's just like, at this point, y'all just going to take a little time and do me. But am I still open for love? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But do I want something serious right now? No, because I know I need to, like, literally make sure I heal from that before I actually entertain somebody seriously. But if a nigga want to go eat, if you want to go shopping, if you want to, take me out to a movie, hey, if you want to go to a concert, I'm open, you know what I'm saying? But like something like just really seriously, like, no, like I'm not really, like on that level, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not, I'm not going to let what he did to me deter me from like, oh my gosh, shut down. So I'm not going to do that. But will I take time to heal? Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe going into something unhealed, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I know I'm going to literally have to sit and like really go through the thought process of, damn, this really happened. He really did be like, this really like is what it was. But yeah, then the nigga had the nerve to say, well, Allison, we've been knowing each other so long, I don't want us to be on bad terms. Nigga, do you not know what you did? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go home to your wife. You know what I'm saying? Why are you worried about being friends with me? Go home to your motherfucking wife. And maybe after, he's outed like that, maybe he'll start being a husband. Maybe he won't be a cheater. Because like I said, he ain't just cheated with me. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he'll, maybe they'll work on their relationship. And maybe they'll, start being husband and wife to each other. Instead of, bringing people into that shit that they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bullshit. And like I said, is it toxic? I know it's a toxic marriage because the way, but it couldn't have been, it can't be that bad because like I said, he was lying to me to stay in it, right? But yeah, y'all. So y'all go check out AMuse Prentisship, and like I said, you could even off the page you could just see how happy we were. You know what I'm saying? How like this wasn't no fake shit. There was no fake love. Like I really wanted to do. I look forward to like my grandkids coming over. He doesn't have any, but hopefully his daughter probably would have one. But if not, even just her coming down, us doing things, my grandkids coming over, us watching movies and joking and stuff like that, us sitting outside drinking coffee, like talking, going on walks, just still going to the movies. Like I enjoyed it, still going out and dancing and like going out to eat. Like I really was looking forward to that. Like I get home early, I cook, you know what I'm saying? Like I really, y'all don't understand, like I really was looking forward to that. And it's like, dang, like you just don't know how it's like I was like nothing, like. So yeah, I am gonna take like a little time to just kind of some me time. And everybody need to do that. Just take you some me time. Don't just be jumping into stuff right when you get even though I feel like I'm okay, y'all, but I do know but I know I haven't really just thought about, dang, this dude really played me like this. You know what I'm saying? He really just played me like that. So I know I'm probably gonna get a little emotional. And one thing about me, I know when I cry, ooh child, won't he do it? Yes he will. Any man, any nigga don't mess with me, y'all know. When y'all did what y'all did y'all not get karma? So it's like, and y'all didn't do as much. This dude played me like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it. Because y'all, and I was like, how the fuck you never was like, I know about side females, I don't never know about the wife. It's also, I don't know what type of shit that is where you ain't been nowhere. Like I still would have never knew, but eventually I probably would have came to his house, y'all, and that's probably how I would have found out about it. But luckily I didn't find out that way, you know what I'm saying? I Googled and found out, you know what I'm saying? Then he finally told me the truth. So that's how I found out about that, y'all. But yeah, like I'm not I'm not, it's like I was a little hurt, but I'm over there. It's more like I'm disappointed, and then I'm kind of, I guess, in my angry stage in a way, because it's like, dang, dude, you really like just sold me a dream. It's a nightmare. But yeah, y'all, so that's what he did, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, if you just look at the interaction of us, you know what I'm saying, that was genuine. Me genuinely laughing, enjoying him, being with him, that was genuine. I wanted that. And if you look at how, you know, he laughing and smiling and shit like that, and the whole time you know what the fuck you got going on, that is some fucking diabolical fucking shit to do. And then when I find out about it, to continue to try to keep it going, y'all, like I'm some dummy. Like I'm just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But yeah, y'all Google it, you know what I'm saying? But I think I'm gonna post the license. Now I ain't gonna post, like, I'm gonna probably do the names out because I don't, but yeah, I'm gonna post it. You ain't gotta Google it, I'll post it over there so you can know like what it is. But yeah. So ladies, you know what I'm saying, PT is definitely married, you know what I'm saying? So I can't tell you what to do, but if you do choose to deal with him, just, you know, that's what it is. And that's why me and him are no longer together, because he decided that he wanted to stay married. You know, he chose to stay married. And that's fine, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with it, you know what I'm saying? Yes, that don't make me no lesser, make me feel no less about myself. No, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, I know who I am, and I'm very comfortable with myself. So yeah, y'all, I'm still open. I'm still, hey. And at the end of the day, y'all know I feel like we get reincarnated. As I said, so this lifetime, if I don't get a husband, guess what? I done did the work and did what I need to do, and so maybe next time I actually get my husband and live this happily married life. So I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all right with it. But yeah, God did that like that for me to, like, for this, like, for it to come like this, because he was going to continue to do that and not do what he need to do. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you just don't do that. And I had told him, I say, even if me and you were not dealing with each other, if you saying your marriage that toxic, why you staying in something like that? You not broke. It ain't like you can't leave. You know what I'm saying? You want to be married. You probably like the toxicity. You probably used to it. But yeah, I genuinely love this man. I can say that I did love him. I did want to marry him. And I'm not afraid to say that I don't feel like, oh, that's funny. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people just should know you can't keep moving in a fucked up ass way. And like I said, this man didn't treat me like trash. He treated me very well. Very well. Very well. So he didn't treat me like trash. You know what I'm saying? We got along very well, extremely well. And I feel like the more, like, after I found out about him being married, I thought I can kind of take you, like, okay, I'm gonna just get, but I could, it was like I was getting irritated more and more, because it's like, this is fake. You know what I'm saying? It's like my love was real, but it was fake. No, it's not fake. You can't tell nobody it's fake. Yeah, it was. It was fake. You were literally dealing with me like I was helping you stay in your toxic shit or whatever the fuck y'all got going on. And then you was getting benefits, you know what I'm saying, off of dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, y'all. But yeah, and then another thing, you know what I'm saying, y'all had, like, I would never buy him anything else or make him anything or nothing like that. So y'all know me and with my down, But he was like, I don't want nothing for Christmas. But you can, if it is, give me something with cowboy. And I know this man got every fucking thing in the world, cowboy. Y'all know I'm creative. I think this was a good gift. Y'all let me know, and then I'm gonna get off. So I had ordered him a hat off of Amazon, right? He liked camouflage and he liked the Cowboys. So I think this was a nice gift, right? It's an NFL hat, right? I mean, I thought it was a good gift, right? Mind you, I done gave this man this gift twice. You won't get it. I don't do three times. You know what I'm saying? 3 times for showing my ass when you doing some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I was trying to. I said eventually I'll run across somebody that maybe like the Cowboys, the camouflage, and I just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was the hat I had got him for Christmas. You know, and he gave it back to me, y'all. Trying to hurt my feelings. So y'all, y'all know I'm very creative. So my nail lady do like a lot of different things. She do a lot of customized things, right? So I got, y'all know he dressed up for work. Y'all, I got him a tie made. This is the tie. Customized, very personable, right? You got the Cowboys that he like. You got where he work at, you know what I'm saying? Which most likely he's going to retire. And then he's a retired from the Navy, right? The three things that I feel like are more, you know, important to him other than his daughter, right? I think this is nice, unique, you know what I'm saying? And then the way he be like, oh yeah, the people at work, they be, you know, clowning me about us. I'm a Cowboy fan, and you know how they've been losing or whatever. So I just thought this was a nice something. Somebody, I can't, it's like it's customized. Like if it was just this, I'm pretty sure I can find somebody to give it to you. But hey, you know, maybe one day I'll run across somebody and this would be, you know, but he'll never get it. I probably would end up, when I do redo my cave, my woman cave, this will be a reminder of how he didn't appreciate, you know, me being thoughtful or like incorporating things that I, you know, and being creative. So, you know what I'm saying? It'll just sit here. So y'all know I'm creative. You know what I'm saying? I took my time and I made him this hat. You know what I'm saying? Now this is just a hat. I was like, he could just wear this like on game day, or you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it was just something that I thought was creative, something to do. I mean, this nigga really don't need nothing. But this is what I made for him, y'all. I gave this to, you know, these things, and he just, you know, twice. You know, so this is something that I probably end up just, I just probably end up like putting like in my cave or something like that. But yeah, this is the hat, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Something that I created, right? You know what I'm saying? Took my time and created. You know what I'm saying? And literally, this was just like something for the house. If he working outside, you know, just something like your girl did this. You know what I'm saying? If we running, just doing like, you know how on Saturdays or something, you might run the store with your boo to the little Dollar Tree and, you know, a game day. And you know what I'm saying? Nothing major, y'all. So then I took my time and I made this shirt for him, right? Because y'all know I'm creative like that. So, boom. I made this shirt. Y'all see I got the little thing, you know, the little, you know, took my little time, did all this for him, you know what I'm saying? Boom, you know what I'm saying? Did the little, you know what I'm saying? That's why I took my time. This shit took me wearing the hat because I was trying to scrape this damn glue. I was, you know, it took me probably like an hour and a half because y'all had to try to get some of that glue. If you know, you know. But yeah. And then I had put the little cowboy thing on the back, y'all. So this right here basically would probably just be something like I would sit this somewhere because I do want to do I think I want to do a little bit, change up stuff a little bit. But these things right here would literally go like somewhere in my muse cave, you know, my woman cave, to remind me of how he didn't appreciate my creativity. And he didn't it's like one thing about me, y'all, things that I do, I take like pride in, like my videos that I do, my air fresheners, candles, like anything, like especially if I make something and I gift it to you, bracelets, something like that, I take pride in that. And for him to like when I gave it to him, he left it, and then like 2 or 3 days later I gave it to him and we got into it, and when I got up he had put it in my car. Okay, you don't want it, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, oh, I didn't get nothing for Christmas. I said, you got something for Christmas, you didn't want it. Oh, well, I just did that because I was you know, I was mad at you. You would never get it again. You would never get that gift, and I will never buy you another gift again. Y'all, I took my time and made that with my hands, and I don't give a fuck if he didn't even wear it. It's the point, you know what I'm saying? Put it, you know, in your, you know what I'm saying? You don't just give it back, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was another thing that kind of made me be like, damn, you know. And then even with it, just a lot of little things, I was like, dang, this dude really don't care for me like that, you know what I'm saying? Because even like with my friends, y'all, they know I do the candles and incense and stuff like that. And my friends, they even like buy my stuff, and they'll even like, if they don't like use it, they'll buy it and give it to somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Or like things like the little bracelets and stuff that I make them, they wear them, you know what I'm saying? And I said, for me, I made him bracelets and stuff like that, y'all. One of the bracelets that I made him, I posted it, right? It's in my living room right now. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to stuff like that. I'm very creative, so when I make you something, whether you like it or not, and then it's just like I see you just leave it here, or you get, oh, okay. So it's like a combination of a lot of stuff. It's like, oh yeah, he was just really, yeah, he played on my top, and I'm okay with that, because you know, people do that. You know, everybody ain't on the same level, energy level. But when I tell you, I you know what I'm saying, the karma he would get for playing with me like that is gonna be unreal. The karma he get, he probably end up, like I said, being a husband to his wife. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he might just decide to go ahead and be a husband the last days of his, you know, him being here, instead of running around, you know, I'm single, mingling, doing all this shit, playing with people, wasting their time. And he didn't waste a little of my time. He wasted a good amount of my time. And then he had my, you know, he actively finally got me to drop that guard I had up and not follow my intuition, only to, you know, I mean, I just don't get it. But I do get it. You know what I'm saying? He's very narcissistic. And like, I was just looking at this video, and the lady was saying about everybody that's narcissistic ain't abusive, they not rude. Some of them like to play mind games. And I find that, and I always be like, telling him, I stop playing the mind game, stop trying to play the mind. He was like, I'm not doing it. But that it's like, when I heard that, I was like, damn, she's so right. Because most people think narcissistic mean they abusive, they breadcrumb you, they rude. It's not that. Sometimes they treat you like princesses, so they can have total control over you, especially when they know, like, oh my God, if this person it's like they overcompensate. So like, ooh, if they find out about this, I done did this, and the other, and I'm still willing to do this, that, and the other, then they should just fall in line. Very controlling, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all. So y'all go check out AMuse Prentisship. Y'all, leave your girl a heart. You know what I'm saying? And I had said that I probably would leave that up for like the next 4 months, because you know, it's like the 4-month mark that I'm realizing that, yeah, he just really wasted my time. So with that being said, like, yeah, I probably, you know, from whenever I post this, it's probably gonna like run about, I'm gonna leave it up about 4 months, and then I'll take it down. And I feel like everybody that needs to know, because y'all, I'm the type of person, God gonna let you know. All that going through people's phone and stuff like that, but I told them this might be a blessing for him, in the sense of everybody ain't gonna be so calm when you play with them like that. It's people that are not here today because they done did shit like this. That's real shit. It's people that are injured and stuff, you know, like really got hurt behind this type of stuff. But I'm so glad that I learned my lessons from when I was younger, that just ain't no man worth you going to jail, ain't no man worth you getting fines, ain't no man worth you being your feeling sad, depressed, because at the end of the day, ain't no man worth that. Ain't no man, especially when you're moving upright. So yeah, so I'm gonna just, you know, focus on me, you know what I'm saying, and be out here living my best life as usual, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, your girl gonna take a little time, and then, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, I might, you know, I don't know if I want to just thug this year out or whatever, but I don't know. But I'm not close to anything. But I don't want anything serious right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, you know, I ain't look, one monkey don't stop no show. You feel me? This train gonna keep on rolling. That part, it gonna keep on rolling, boo. But yeah, that was just, maybe that little story will help someone. Cause I know I ain't the only one that done went through this. Baby, don't get in your feelings and get all them fines, going to jail and tear the nigga shit up, and you know, all this old weird shit, going back and forth with people and stuff. Don't do it. Just leave him alone, girl. You know, he done showed you who he is, and take that and go on. You know what I'm saying? And just take your time to heal, do what you need to do. And you know, you could be happily single by yourself, or maybe you get your new boo. You know what I'm saying? But do take your time to, you know, to absorb, what happened, if this might, help somebody. But yeah, y'all, that's the story time, but yeah. So anyways, your girl finna get off. I'm about to go catch me some Tubi, y'all. I'm about to catch this. Well, I don't know if I want to go in the living room or not, but I'm about to catch me some Tubi. My daughter cooked me some food. Well, she bought me a plate, so I'm finna dig into that. And yeah, but I really want to. It's like I thought I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this video, but I didn't know I was gonna do it this soon, y'all. And like this gonna be like the only time I talk on this. Even I don't know what's probably happening in the future, but this will definitely be the only time. I'm not gonna be posting a lot of crazy shit. I'm not gonna be posting nothing else. Like I said, like whatever is on whatever is on AMuse Prentisship, that just basically let y'all know, like, this dude, like, y'all don't understand, this dude was really dating me. And when I tell y'all, this dude been around me since my partner. It's like he came around right around with my partner. And the thing about that, he had to have, like, got married, like, right around that time. He never stopped going out. He never, like, I don't think, y'all, this is going to be a shock to a lot of people. I don't think, I just say a lot of people don't know that he married. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy how you can know somebody 10 years and you not know. Like, literally not know. And I'm not the only one, y'all. And I'm like, I mean, that's crazy. And like another thing, y'all, if you're married, stop letting your husbands run around here like they single. I had a friend and I had thought the man was lying to me. He was just out. I said, dang, this dude out more than a single dude. He spent more time. He been around me more than a single dude. I said, is you lying to me? Because I'm like, I thought the dude was lying to me about being married because he just was out so much. Oh, me and my wife, we don't do this and that. Well, damn, get a fucking divorce. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, goodness. I don't know if they do that because they're comfortable and they're like, well, if I get a divorce, that means I go to date somebody, they gonna probably want to get serious. So maybe that's a mechanism for they don't have to, like, be responsible or shit. But at the end of the day, man, y'all stop doing it. Let people know. You know what I'm saying? Let people know. Because if he would have, I ain't gonna even necessarily say I wouldn't have dealt with the man if he would have said that. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. But I will say I would have never gave him my feelings, and I never would have spent that much amount of time, and never had it in my mind that we were going any farther than whatever we would have came up with if I chose to deal with him, right? So yeah, that's really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's the story time about, how a lot of these men are out here moving, and sometimes, baby girl, like, you can't catch it, because I'm like, I just couldn't figure it out. I'm like, how does this man leave my house 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning every Friday and Saturday? And then, like, sometimes he'll go, like, to work. So it's like, if you leave my house at like 5 or 6 and you got to be to work for 7, all you got enough time to go home, bath, get dressed, and then go to work. Now you're at work. I was like, how is he? I don't get that. That is so crazy. Y'all let me know, like, how. I don't get that. So it wasn't like, oh girl, you should have known. It's like, no, I don't. But like I said, what kicked it off was when I was like, I had been to his house, and I was like, when I'm gonna come? Everything just started kind of opening up. So, but I'm not like that. I'm like, dang, if we out hanging out, there was no thought to even go. It was just a conversation. I like, damn, like, what the fuck you acting like? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, what? Like, how I can't come to your house. You acting like your house too good, and you at my house all the time. So yeah, but I don't know. Maybe that's gonna help somebody with whatever they got going on. But yeah, like, these do a bit much. You know what I'm saying? And what the kicking part is, this nigga know me, bruh. Like, you know me. That is so crazy. But yeah, y'all. So your girl finna get off. But ooh, child. But until next time, hopefully y'all this was a little entertaining, but a little informative too. Of, like, just be mindful And I ain't finna tell y'all be doing all that stakeout shit and not, because baby, no. But I'm just saying, just if you feel intuitively, if your mind, your body's telling you that something ain't right, follow your intuition. Because if I would have followed my intuition, it would have took me a little minute, probably more, to find out, like, figure it out. But I don't know. It's like once but like I said, I feel like God wanted that to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, and then it's like he had time to correct the shit, and he just didn't want to do it. It's like, no, I'm gonna just keep playing in your face. And I feel like when I saw him, then he was sitting there. It's like a little smirk on his flat face. Are you done with me? Oh, like, oh, Allison, could you reconsider what I said? Nah, I'll call you when I need something. And literally, I'm just gonna call him when I need something. Yeah, God's rejection was my protection, so I'm good with it. But yeah, y'all, until next time, hopefully I have something more, like more fun or something. Maybe I try another snack cake, or maybe something with the kids, or something, or outing or something like that. But yeah, this was sort of kind of serious, but not really, because I'm okay now. Now if the girl had probably been through some shit, you know what I'm saying, and knew how to process certain shit, oh Lord, I probably would have been a wreck, y'all. Because that's something that is heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It is heavy, but at the end of the day, I'm okay. I'm okay, you know what I'm saying? Life goes on. But anyway, until next time, bye.